Good afternoon, Twila, her family, friends, esteemed guests, fellow MLAs, Councillor Hensby, former Mayor Gloria McCluskey, and all of the cherished friends, family, cherished residents of Preston, whether you're here with us in person or online. I'm Barbara Adams, the MLA for Eastern Passage and the Minister of Seniors and Long-Term Care. And it was my profound privilege to serve as a campaign manager for a woman of exceptional dedication and resolve, Twila Grosse. Today, as we gather here in this beautiful building, we are not just marking an official ceremony. We are celebrating the representation of Preston by someone whose heart beats in tandem with this community. Twila embodies the very essence of leadership, community service, and honorable intent. We are embarking on a promising new chapter with her voice echoing the hopes and aspirations of the Preston constituents in our legislature. As we prepare today for this notable transition, let's lose ourselves in the wonderful tones of the ever-gifted Esther Medley-Smith.
I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hand. From the moment that I wake up until I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. Yes. And all my life you have been so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire, darkest nights. You are close like no other. I know you as a father, I know you as a friend, and I have lived in the goodness of God. Yeah, 'cause all my life you have been faithful. Yes, you have. And all my life you have been so good. Every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing, yeah, of the goodness of God. Yes, 'cause your goodness is running after me. Is it running after you? Your goodness is running after me. With my life laid down, I surrender now. I give you everything. Your my life laid down. I surrender now. I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Hallelujah. Hey! All my life you have been faithful. I can hear some people singing that. Yes. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. Yes, I'm going to sing of the goodness of God. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. Has he been faithful to you? Yeah. And all my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God.
What a beautiful rendition. Thank you so much, Esther, for gracing us with your beautiful voice. And I want to thank the Honorable former Lieutenant Governor for being here with us this afternoon as well. At this time, I'd like to introduce two integral members of the Legislative Assembly. Please welcome Chief Clerk of the House, James Charleston, and Assistant Clerk of the House, David Hastings.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the formal swearing-in portion of our ceremony today. Under Section 128 of the Constitution Act 1867, a member of a provincial legislative assembly is required to take and subscribe an oath of allegiance to our sovereign, the King of Canada, before that member may take their seat in the assembly. It is for the purpose of administering that oath that we are here today. Whereas it was ordered that a writ of election do issue in due form for the election of a member to serve in the House of Assembly for the electoral district of Preston, which said writ bears the date of the 7th of July, 2023. And whereas, pursuant to the said order, a due return was made to the said writ of election, declaring that person duly elected to serve in the General Assembly of the Province of Nova Scotia. Therefore, I have the honor to report that according to the said return, a member has been elected. When called, I would ask the member for Preston to come forward to take the oath of allegiance and sign the roll as a member of the House of Assembly. The member will also be presented with her member's pin and asked to sign the register. Twila Grosse, Preston.
I, Twila Grosse, do swear that I will be faithful and bear allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III, his heirs and successors, according to the law. So help me God.
Premier, if you'd like to come and join us on stage for a picture with the new member, Ms. Grosse.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Maybe you guys get what I'm saying? Need a picture with the clerks.
Congratulate the new member for Preston, Ms. Grosse. Congratulations on being the newest member of the Nova Scotia House of Assembly. And that concludes the formal swearing-in portion of our ceremony. And with that, I'll turn it over to Minister Adams.
Thank you very much, James. I have shivers right now having watched that ceremony. It is truly a privilege for all of us to witness this historic moment in time. We're going to take some photographs now before we hear from our newest MLA. And so while we're taking those photographs, I would like to invite Esther Medley-Smith back to the stage for another wonderful song.
Miracles when you move, such an easy thing for you to do. Your hand is moving right now. You are still showing up at the tomb of every Lazarus. Your voice is calling me out. And right now, I know you're able. My God, come through again. 'Cause you can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. I know you never will. Everything's possible by the power of the Holy Ghost. A new wind is blowing right now, breaking my heart of stone, taking over like it's Jericho. And my walls are all crashing down. But right now, I know you're able. And my God, come through again. You can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. I know you never will. you never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. You never lost a battle. Hey, 'cause you can do all things. You can do all things but fail. 'Cause you never lost a battle. No, you never lost a battle. And I know you never will. 'Cause I know you never will. I know you never will. 'Cause you can do all things but fail.
Okay. So we'll ask everyone to take their seats again. I told Twila this was like a wedding ceremony, only she was now married to all of us, so she was. Thank you once again, Esther, for that beautiful song. Now, I don't know about you, but I can listen to Twila all day. So this is the moment both you and I have been waiting for. So please join me in welcoming the newest MLA for the constituency of Preston.
To the Honorable Tim Houston, to the former Lieutenant Governor of Nova Scotia, Marianne Francis, to the former Councillor and Mayor of Dartmouth, Gloria McCluskey, to Councillor David Hensby, to family, friends, and colleagues. First of all, I thank God for this awesome opportunity that I have been given to serve as a member in the Legislative Assembly of Nova Scotia for the electoral district of Preston. This is truly an honor and a privilege. I certainly did not get here on my own. There are so many people to thank. I wish to thank my family. My mother, Audrey. Who has been that calm, quiet influence in my life. Her words to me, when I first sought her advice on running in the by-election, was simply, Twila, for such a time as this, what do you have to lose? To Mavis, John, Conrad, Charles, Roxanne, Russell, Cassandra, Amber, and Riley, thank you for your unending love, support, and encouragement, and always having my back. A little story that I want to share with you about my 7-year-old niece, Riley, who felt that I was a star. She even campaigned with me. After the by-election was over, she noticed to her dismay that my sign had been removed from her lawn and loudly protested. Someone stole Aunt Twila's sign. To my extended family who are here today and friends, I so appreciated your calls, your kind thoughts, your encouragement, and your prayers. Thank you. I want to share with you this because this is important, that following my retirement in 2020, my sister, the late Reverend Tracy Grosse, said to me, Twila, you are not finished yet. There is still more work for you to do, so always keep an open mind. Well, who would have ever thought that this was the work that I was to do? But here I am. I want to acknowledge family members who have passed on, and it's on their shoulders today that I stand. My father Kenneth, my grandmother Elizabeth, my brother Blair, my sister Tracy, and my dear Aunt Elma. The one thing that they all had in common was their care and concern for others, their commitment and willingness to serve. I want to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to our Premier, the Honorable Tim Houston, for believing in me, for encouraging me, and for actively campaigning with me. Thank you, Premier. He didn't take this lightly. He was out here sometimes 2-3 times a week, knocking on doors, introducing himself to the folks of this riding, because it was important for the people to see that Twila has a force behind her. To my campaign manager, the Honorable Barb Adams. For her guidance and leadership. This woman is amazing. And I express my I express my debt of gratitude to you. Thank you. And she has been such a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much, Barb. To the entire campaign team. Wow. Wow. Thank you for your tireless work. What a force we had. And not only that, how they embraced me, how they loved me, how they made me feel so welcome and a part of the team. Thank you. To the PC caucus for their warm and kind welcome into the party. Thank you so much. To all of the MLAs who also were out there campaigning with me and knocking on doors. Thank you for your support and advice. Thank you. There are so many people that were involved in this campaign. I think of Councillor David Hensby, who would call, who would text, and just say, Twila, just keep on going. Keep on knocking on doors. Get out there. To Gloria McCluskey, oh my goodness, who would call me. She would do her weekly check-in. How you doing, Twila? Keep knocking on those doors. Keep getting out there. Thank you. One thing that showed, they had so much faith and belief in me, like I couldn't let them down, so thank you. To all of you, whether you sent a call, whether you sent a text or an email, whether you just said, Twila, keep going. I want to say thank you. I want you to accept my sincere thanks for how you embraced me and supported me, I would be remiss right now if I didn't mention a special person, and that is Sandra Romans. Sometimes, you know, when you go through a campaign, when you go through these things, you start to doubt yourself. You start to wonder if this is for me. You start to wonder, you start to say, what have I gotten myself into? But she would just call and come on, Twila, I'm going to come over. I'm going to bring you coffee. Come on, Twila, I'm going to take you out for a meal or something. And just encourage me to keep on keeping on. Thank you. To the members of my community of Cherry Brook and Lakeland, I am so proud of how you supported me. Thank you. Thank you to those members who called, who even campaigned with me. I appreciate that. Brenda and Ruthie, you know you're special. Since August the 8th, I have found myself overwhelmed with gratitude, humility, and the most profound sense of responsibility. Today, with Nova Scotians as my witness, with you, all of you as my witness, I reaffirm the pledge I took at the beginning of my campaign, that I will be a voice that amplifies the issues, the needs, and concerns for everyone of this cherished riding, whether it be Cherry Brook, Lake Loon, Westfall, Dartmouth, East Preston, North Preston, Lake Echo, Mineville, or Montague Gold Mines. This by-election has echoed a clear message that Preston has faith in New Horizons, a belief in our premier, confidence in our government's vision, and most encouraging, trust in my ability to represent. I don't kid myself that with this victory comes an enormous task. I ran in this by-election because I care. I care about the future of this riding and its constituents. A quote which has been my motto in life by Theodore Roosevelt simply says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Preston is urban, it's suburban and rural, and this presents some unique issues, as well as concerns posed by health care and the cost of living. In spite of this, aided by the strength and trusted supporters and my new colleagues in the PC party, I know that we can work together towards a brighter future. Today, Preston has not only reclaimed a seat in the legislature, but also a voice at Nova Scotia's decision-making table. Preston has cast its vote for a stronger and brighter tomorrow. Together, we shall illuminate a path forward towards solutions that will better our communities and Nova Scotia as a whole. I thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Do you want to sit there or do you want to sit here? Why don't you have a seat there? Yeah, you have a seat there. Whew. I could listen to her talk all day. Oh my goodness. But there's someone else that I can also listen to. I now have the incredible honor of introducing someone many of you know well, and hopefully many more will get to know. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Premier of Nova Scotia, the Honorable Tim Houston.
Anybody else in here feel like me? I can't stop smiling. I could not be more proud. What a moment that we're sharing here together, and what a moment in the 40th anniversary for the Black Cultural Center. 40 years. 40 years of history, and one swearing-in ceremony right here today. The first time I met Twila was actually in this building, and I was so impressed. I was so very impressed by that first meeting. And I remember shortly after that running into Councillor Hensby, actually, and he said to me, "What are we going to do in Preston? We got to get a good candidate." And I said, "Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it." He said, "We got anyone in mind?" I said, "Well, I had a meeting with Twila." He said, "Are you serious?" She's good. She is good. And I have to tell you, since that first meeting, the time we spent together, the hours we spent on doorsteps, listening to your thoughts, your optimism for the community, but your concerns about where we're at, the time we spent together through that and getting to know Twila, man, I just grew to love her more and more and more. Her integrity, her intelligence, her compassion. You are well represented for the people of Preston, and the people of Nova Scotia are fortunate to have Twila in the legislature. There's no question about that. And what's happening, this pin that Twila has, the significance of that pin, you only get those pins. You can only get those pins when you're sworn into the legislature. And there's a number on the back of that pin, and that pin number is forever attached to Twila's name and record in the legislature. And there are today just over 1 million Nova Scotians as we continue to grow. Our population's growing, good things are happening. Today, as we stand here, there are over 1 million Nova Scotians. But there are only 55 MLAs. And in the history of our province, when you think of the number of Nova Scotians and people that have lived here and passed through here and grown up here, the number of Nova Scotians, it's just a handful that have had the privilege to serve in the legislature. It's a couple hundred. It's not many. And to be here with each of you today as Twila joins those ranks and takes her seat, having earned the trust of the people of the constituency of Preston, and having earned the respect and worked for it over a lifetime of service. And I would echo the words of the late Reverend Tracy, you are not done. There is way more to do. And I look forward to standing beside you. Ours is a government of action. I talk about more, faster, get things done more things done and get them done faster, because that's what you have a right to expect from your government. So ours is a government of action, and I look forward to stand beside you and do more for the people of Preston, and do it faster for the people of Preston and for each and every Nova Scotian. And I certainly know you're up to it. And I look forward to see what the future holds. And there is a force behind you. There is a force behind you. We got behind you in the campaign because you earned that as the campaign went. And there is a force behind you. But folks, the real force is the force that is Twila herself. So we have seen that. So I want to welcome you to the legislature. I want to welcome you to the PC family. And I could not be more proud of today, and I look forward to doing great things together. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. So the Premier forgot one important point. Like himself, who is an accountant, he's on a mission to go recruit as many accountants as he can into the legislature. So thank you, Premier Houston, for your wonderful words and continued leadership of our province. As we draw this formal part of our evening to a close, I will invite each of you to stay and enjoy the reception. And while we're doing that, we are going to have another song by our wonderful Esther. So thank you all, and thank you for coming.
Congratulations, my dear Twila. Thank you. Thank you. So this song, if anybody knows me, I like to get people to participate. And this song goes with the theme of what Twila is getting ready to do. It's called I'm Gonna Keep On Working Till He Comes. So if you know this, please sing along with me. Take